Fine. Okay. Damn. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into another weekly vlog. At this point it's Wednesday that I'm recording this intro, so I don't know how long this one is going to be, but last week's was 2 hours and 49 minutes. Anything over 2 hours is acceptable, but honestly only 1 hour is starting to feel like a failure. But before we get into all of the happenings that have happened or will happen, I sound like that character in a book that's like about to give you your quest. I'm actually just about to give a shout out to the sponsor of this portion of this vlog, and that would be Lumi. Lumi deodorant is a doctor-developed whole-body aluminum-free deodorant. It is clinically proven to provide 72-hour odor control even on sensitive skin. Lumi prevents external body odor from happening in the first place by stopping the odor-causing reaction from happening on our skin to begin with. So it's essentially working like a pre-odorant versus a deodorant on your whole body if you want. I have definitely got sensitive skin, so I am picky with what I use. But Lumi has definitely been a great experience for me. I've used them in the past. I'm using them in the current. I do really enjoy their scents and their sensitive skin thoughtfulness with their deodorant. Plus, it's about to be summertime in Texas, so you already know, like, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. And the fact that its whole body is very, very nice as well. Lumi's starter pack bundle is a great deal for new customers. It comes with a full-size stick deodorant, a cream deodorant tube, 2 free products like the wipes or mini body wash, free US shipping, and just for my followers, Lumi is offering an extra $5 off if you use the link right here and my code LATTE5. That is a deal of over 40%. So I will drop all the information down in the description for you. Thank you once again to Lumi for sponsoring this little section of the video. And now let's go back to the past to see what happened and however long this vlog is, because I'm interested to find out. Good morning! Happy start to the vlog. I have my little extra jacket because we're gonna go to the movies. Really quick, we're gonna go fix part of Annabelle's house, and then we're gonna go to a coffee shop and get some work done. I'm gonna finish watching back last week's vlog and I guess uploading the extra clips because I filmed until last night, which I never do. I usually end Sunday morning, but it's gonna be a long one. And just remember, you wanted a long one. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll go see the Fall Guy, and then my dad's coming over. So it's a little bit of a busy day. Let's get started. Are you ready, Jake? He's like, no, I hate when people come over because I have to go take a nap because I am an anxious boy who doesn't like random men. Literally not a random man. Literally your grandfather. Look at him. He's like, I don't care. All I hear is tussle time. You know what? He's cool with my mom though, but I think that's because my mom had him since he was a puppy. Right, Jake? Goodbye, buddy. Have a good evening. Morning. Goodbye. Ooh, what is she doing? I broke out the new set finally. Hate to report that I'm obsessed. I did order a set literally just now. Let me see. Oh, I can't even show you. Well, I'll show you when it gets here. I ordered it from Abercrombie though because it was on sale and also it's cheaper. So honestly, if it's just as comfortable, I'll get it from there because this is cute to have. I want one of them, like I want a set of them, but I don't need. The only thing I want is I want to get this in the sage green if they ever make that. Currently they don't, but if they do. Hi. I just watched 50 minutes of the vlog, so I have about basically 2 hours left. And I don't really feel like watching it right now because I'm feeling very anxious because I have my dentist appointment tomorrow. I have it at 9 a.m. and I'm getting the filling on this cavity fixed because when they did it, there was like something left over. Apparently, like probably she said it was because of course it's my luck, just enough that when I flossed and put pressure pulling it down, it like cracked it off. And instead of just cracking off the part that didn't need to be attached, like sometimes it will, it broke off part of the stuff that was actually actively covering my tooth and helping it and needed. So she's gonna redo it and fix that, which is good, but I can't tell y'all how badly I was like, oh, I don't want to go, what if I cancel? But I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. The birds by the window for that Ginger sits at are tussling because I just refilled that bird feeder. I'll have to go out there and refill it again, but good lord, like I can literally hear them screaming at each other and me fighting the brain goblins. I did plug in my little Kindle Paperwhite because, I mean, here's the real thing. Yes, my Kindle Scribe was an upgrade, but if I had the Kindle Paperwhite, I'm still going to use it. Like, that is very much just my at-home, in bed, going to sleep thing that I use, to be honest. Kindle Scribe I use pretty much any time else, and I love it. I'm obsessed with it. And if I had to swap them, I would, but since I have it, I'm like, why would I not use that? And I plugged it in because I was thinking I may want to read a romantasy. I'm not really sure, but I am going to read Darker by 4. I'm just going to start it tonight, see where I get. I am excited by the premise. I think it sounds really fun, and I just kind of want like a take my mind off things fantasy right now, but not super deep, intense fantasy, so that is the plan there. And then also, the rest of this week is so busy. There's so much going on, I feel like. We're going to probably be doing a lot of reading. To make it through. You and I. Together. But for now, let's start my book. Okay, I forgot that I need to catch up on this. So we'll be doing that while reading. Good morning, you guys. I'm very sad to report that this little sweat set is unfortunately amazing. It's unfortunately great. I was worried to get a darker color, but obviously I did anyways because of animal hair. Specifically, Ginger's like super fine hair, and then Jake's hair is just everywhere. And there's nothing. There's nothing. It's nowhere. Like there's little pieces here and there. The only thing is it's really long on me, so I have to break out these like tall shoes that I have, but like to wear it out into the world. But I am gonna wear it to my dentist appointment because I need to wear something comfortable, and this is comfortable. And I was thinking of taking my hair out of these, but honestly my hair always gets in the way anyways, so I'm just gonna put them in my head. I'll leave them there. I did not successfully distract myself last night with my little bookie book. Unfortunately, I got only 33 pages in, but I'm very into it. I'm reading Darker by 4 now, and this one is, I definitely would call it urban fantasy, because it's set in like a big city that's very much described like, I don't know. For some reason, I think it's because it was pitched as City of Bones adjacent. I am picturing New York, but honestly, every major city looks the same to me. So even New York doesn't look like New York because in the movies they don't even shoot New York in New York. So it's whatever. It's whatever I've seen in the movies that I'm picturing. And we have our main character who is training to be an exorcist because in this world we have the Reapers who, when someone dies, you go and reap their soul and you move them on, and then they go to the 10 different realms of hell, I guess, and then they await part of their reincarnation cycle. So that is kind of the background of the lore, which I love that stuff. So that was very cool to learn about. And at the beginning, we're getting something that happened 18 years ago, and now we're flashing forward to our main character at this university for people who are basically, so you have the Reapers, but there is this blight, this disease that if you don't get their soul soon enough, I guess, they can turn into, I keep forgetting the word that they use, but basically their soul just becomes like whatever, like a monster, a little bit of a monster thing. And they have to train to take care of those, which obviously it's really hard because those things can look like people. And there's this rumor of like hybrids of those, and it's like, whoa, what's happening? And so that's where we're at now. She's just training at her school to become this fighter thing, and she wants to get revenge. I know that from the synopsis. The synopsis on this was very short and brief, and I liked that. So she wants revenge, and then the other character that we're going to meet, apparently something happens, and her powers transfer to him, and he's never had powers like hers because he should, because of where he's at in society, but he doesn't. So then he's like, oh wait, I kind of like this because now I fit in. And she's like, hey, I need my powers back for my revenge plot. So that's what we're going to get into. I was reading it, like the physical book, but I kind of don't want to do that because they are the UK. I don't like UK binding, because I just feel like I'm always going to ruin it, and I don't like reading with sprayed edges because when your thumb holds it down on it, it like ruins the edges a little bit. It just warps them from holding them, and that bothers me because I like it also because it's not just like black sprayed edges or blue sprayed edges. It's like a little scene, so you don't want it to warp because then it looks weird, or at least it does to me. So I have to go get my filling done, and I'm super stoked. And then I'm gonna come home and probably nap. Duh. And then I need to finish editing the weekly vlog. But that's okay. At least I'm just watching it, and it's the final stages. And then we'll continue to read and hang out and do all that fun stuff. Yeah, I'm really not looking forward to these shots on my gums. I gotta tell you, I gotta be real honest with you here. Really not looking forward to those. Those really hurt my little gummy gums. I don't know if I'm just like super sensitive or if it's normal, but like my gums bruise and they just hurt. Like this whole thing is gonna hurt. It doesn't look like it though from the outside, but it does hurt. It does hurt. Okay, let us go. My face is numb, but I do have lettuce for the Annabeth. She's in her storm shelter. Hello, little queen. She's not exactly happy to be inside right now, but she would not win against Hale, so executive decision was made. Okay, so I feel honestly a little nauseous. So I did get a little croissant that's like super soft. We'll see if I can eat on one side. I know you're not supposed to eat a lot, so just enough. Oh, do you hear that thunder? Oh, Ginger sneezing. Love it. Everything's going awry. But we have a coffee. Cute. And I did decide that today is the day that we're going to read Finlay Donovan Rolls the Dice. I absolutely adore this series. I started this right before we went to the signing, and I think, let's see, where my bookmark is, I got to chapter 7. So I'm going to continue to read that today, and then honestly, I'll probably finish it, except for the weekly vlog. I am very excited for this. I'm excited to see people's reaction to seeing how long it is. Because I posted on Instagram that it was like 2 hours and 50 minutes, but I don't think I put the text big enough for people to realize that it was 2 hours and 50 minutes post-editing. So that's fun. That's exciting. When I do finally hit the 3-hour mark, I'm gonna say nothing. Just gonna drop it and go. Hello, tiny storm chaser. What do you think about all this? Do you like the thunder? Oh, it's you summoning it? Oh, okay. That explains a lot. It's quite loud. Very small flashes of lightning, but quite loud, which is very much like you. Tiny, but you're gonna hear her. Are you gonna take a nap? Is that the plan? On the bougie girl heating pad? Yeah. Y'all, seriously, if you have a cat, honestly any cat, but definitely a cat who's older, like I would say 7 years up, is when apparently arthritis can start. She definitely has that. I would suggest getting one of these. Like, she is obsessed. Look at her. She's like, yeah. So my aunties and my uncles get my cousins this. Bless you. God be with you. Look at that wind. You know what? You know what? You can... Oh, that was lightning. Sometimes when the lightning is so fast like that, I'm like, did I just die? Blink. Oh. Or am I about to drop it low and have a seizure? That is the thought process. We're going to go outside really fast. Sir. We're going to go outside really fast before the storm hits. Come on, Jake. Trust me, baby. You're going to want to go. Because my little brother lives east of us, and he literally texted in the group chat, how are y'all surviving? Oh, I don't know if this wind is going to be good on here, but it's starting to rain. I hope these little plants can keep it together. I just got them from the HEB. It's just lemongrass, so honestly, whatever. But I do think that I'm going to leave them in their little... I'm looking for the wasps. They're like ready to strike at all times. I think I'm going to leave them in their pots for a little bit and just get some dirt to build up around it. Could y'all see that on camera? I wonder. That was very big. Look at. There was a thunder that was so loud at the dental place. I don't know if I already said this or if I just said this to my partner or if I'm still kind of high from the gas. Oh God. Okay, let's go outside. Oh my God. So I came to go get my coffee, as you can hear. Look at this boy. He's like already in here waiting. He's like, I'm on my anxiety blanket. I'm over this. I hate storms. I am not a storm chaser. I'm not equipped. What I was gonna tell y'all is when I was sitting in the dentist chair, this frickin' thunder was so loud. Like, I thought it was someone's like pan or whatever of like all their torture devices, dental instruments, that they were bringing over to their station and like they fell or something like that. No, it was the sky. Yes, Ginger. Yes, little mama. Oh God. And it was so loud the car alarm started going off. I was like, I've only ever seen that in movies. Don't acknowledge it. I gotta clean up the bathroom today. I don't want to, but I have to. It's Tuesday. It's what we do on Tuesdays. Yeah, exactly, girl. But I sent that to my partner. Let me show you. Let me show you the response that I got back. Here, I'll just screenshot the important parts. And if you don't know, that is Chad Radwell from the new Twisters movie coming out in July, and I'm very excited about it. Yes. Period, Ginger. Tell everybody what you think. All the time. They all need to listen to you. Okay, I'm gonna actually go nap now. Good night. I got new beans yesterday. Y'all saw Ginger screaming as always. And they are so good. I love these a lot. I think Avoca ships, but also a lot of stores have them. I would highly recommend trying this brand. This one, Wendigo, is the first time I've tried this one, but it's true about the rich sweetness. I just didn't grind it enough this morning, so we're gonna have to set the grind size a little smaller. It's beautiful. Let's hope it tastes good, because looks can be deceiving. Let us see. It's perfect because there's like notes of the flavor, and then I used this roasted hazelnut, which pairs really well with a chocolatey, smooth espresso taste. Joy. Joy to the world, the coffee's good. Yeah. Okay. It's hard to drink though because half my face is numb. So I'm gonna stop talking because it also hurts. I just realized I'm as close as humanly possible to this paper. Like, that's gonna make the lines any straighter. Spoiler alert, bippity boppity not. It didn't help at all. Okay, hi guys. So, the numbing is definitely wearing off. It's almost completely gone, which is good and bad. If I take Advil now, the next time I can take it for, like, nighttime will be past my bedtime. And I'm not willing to stay up late. Oh, I'm so old. So I'm just going to, what is it called? Wait to take it. But because the shots are wearing off, My gums are really sensitive to the shots. Like, it's just, I got one. If you don't want to hear about it, I'm so sorry. It'll be really fast. But I got one right here, and then I got one on the inside of my mouth. Ugh, I hate that. That's what I hate. Okay, done. Shot talk. I ordered a pair of house shoes from the Amazon because I kind of ran mine into the ground. And I wanted this style, but I didn't want to pay this style's price. If I'm honest, and I saw these dupes on Instagram. Everything bad comes from that app. But I'm excited about this bad choice. So I got these tall ones. And what I want is, because they're higher up, first of all, every time I go outside and I have these on, I just about break my neck. So I'm going to have to not do that. I'll have to use my Birkenstocks as my outside shoes. But sometimes when I'm zipping and zamming and zooming and running to go get the tortoise in a rainstorm, I don't have time to think about that. That's what happened to the last house shoe. However, I'm excited for these because unfortunately I have discovered that this sweat set is amazing, and I love it. Am I gonna go buy another one right now? No, because freaking, who would have guessed aloe is so crazy expensive? At least to me. At least to me. And if it's not to you, I want to be in your tax bracket. But I do like it. I do like it a lot. And am I gonna wash it tonight so that I can wear it on our like run around to be productive day on Thursday? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Because it's supposed to rain that day. And then that's like the perfect weather. So I do like these house shoes. I will say they are a little small. They're in European sizes, I guess. So I got a 38. Probably should have sized up. But I am wearing kind of thick socks. So let me see if there's a difference with that. Oh yeah, that is good. The only thing I don't love, which is why these would purely be house shoes, is the back of it doesn't go up very high, which I like and dislike equally. I think I would like it more to go up higher, but also I don't really want it to rub at the back of my heel either. So I can understand both ways. But I wanted it because these aloe, A-L-O, aloe, I think you just say it like that, their pants are quite long on me, because my legs ain't long, but I really like them. So I wanted to get shoes that fit them, and these do. This is just for around the house so that I don't drag my pants around the ground, you know, because Lord knows what Jake's bringing in. But some plants I ordered online for Annabeth's enclosure came today, so I got those ones from H-E-B. These ones are pricey. Honestly, I think I wish I had not and then just gone back and ordered more. But this shop, it's Garden Goods Direct, I think. All the reviews say, like, even if you try to ship it back, they almost never accept ship backs because plants will die. And yeah, it's hot. So I'm going to try and get pots for them and grow them bigger and get them used to whatever and see if I can make that magic happen, and then I will put them in her enclosure as well. It's just about getting it established. So my gardeners out there, if you have any advice, just by the way, for Annabeth's enclosure, I can't add fertilizer to the soil. I just use a topsoil thing, but you're not supposed to like add fertilizer to it. If the plants have it already, I know they do from garden stores and whatnot. From what I have read, it is okay. It is not ideal, but it is okay. But you definitely don't want pesticides and you don't want fertilizer. So I just need a little bit of, like, maybe some more organic ways to help a plant not basically get shocked. Because y'all saw what happened to that last lavender. But the lavender that's still alive and growing green and thriving was also from Garden Goods Direct. I think I just did better with that one, but I also think it's hardier than the other one that I bought, who is mayhaps no longer with us for a while. or ever again. Anyways, I am 2 hours into this vlog. I have 49 minutes left. I'm gonna shut my yapper and I'm gonna finish this because I am just about done looking at my dang face. And to think, I thought I was gonna edit this vlog too. And no. Hello. We are back. We are back home again, James, home again. This vlog is taking forever to export. Good Lord Almighty. I left it when we went to the library, which is gonna be in the reset. So if you want to see the library haul, you're gonna have to go there. But I'll put it in the thumbnail here as a sneak peek, I guess, or whatever. No, I'm not. I'm gonna put it in that thumbnail. That don't make any sense. Okay. Anyways, it's at 68%. I don't even know how many gigs it says it was. Like, at least 10 to 12, which is crazy. I really need to, I really need to clear off my thing. Well, actually, I guess it is the end of the month. That makes sense why I need to, but I'm feeling freaking anxious. That coffee was not a great choice on my part, must say. I also haven't really eaten today because of the whole thing, so we're gonna have pasta and lobster, just kidding. But we are gonna have pasta and bread, which is like my version, and I'm very happy about it. HelloFresh has the best garlic bread. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. But I guess while this finishes, I'll upload all the footage that I've got thus far of this week in the reset and do that. But yeah, I am like having a full on, and this is what I'll say. So I enjoy making long vlogs. The reason I think that they make me so anxious is by the time because I do rough cuts, so I edit out a bunch of gaps. I edit the B-roll to look how I want it. I add the music, and then I watch it all the way through. And as I'm watching all the way through the last time, I will edit a little bit of like zoom-ins or anything I need to add in or anything like that to the talking portions, because I like them to be more of that pick up the camera FaceTime vibe. And so when I'm watching it the whole way through, I'm checking to make sure everything sounds good, everything's great. And if you've been around since I've started talking about the brain goblins, which I'm proud of myself for being so open talking about them now, because when I first did that, I'm not even kidding, I had like a full freak out moment with my partner. Like, this is it for me. Like, this is done. Gonna delete the channel after. Like, it was a time. And now it's like kind of a thing. That's like part of our weekly chats, and I love that. But when I'm watching these vlogs, I get to the end of it and I'm like, oh my god, yes, it's time to upload it. But then I'm like, but this is 2 hours and 49 minutes. Do you really remember what you watched the first day of editing this? Like, probably not. And then my response, like what I want to do to alleviate that feeling, is to go back and rewatch it. That's, first of all, not great, because you're supposed to not give into those things to like give short time relief, but long term it just, I don't want to say validates, because like feelings are valid and all of that, but like it solidifies that was a good response, that was a healthy response to that thought. And kind of like how I think of it is, with like, what is the word I'm looking for, your neurotransmitters, whatever, like all that rewiring stuff that people talk about is legitimate. Like, it is a science, and I'm trying to do it more. But if I were to go, it's like two paths diverge. Robert Frost, girl, which one are you choosing? The one that's easy and gives quick relief, but then it solidifies to my little neuros that like that's what we need to do next time, is we have to give relief like right away. Or the other one where it's like, that was just a thought, and just because you thought it doesn't make it real, just makes it a real thought. That's it. It's not a reality, it's a real thought. There's a difference. And it's really easy to say that, but I'm telling you, my little fingers are itching to rewatch it. And I'm not going to, on purpose, because my worry is what I brought up when I first started talking about all these things of like the core fears of all anxiety has like a core fear. And one of my big ones is like being misunderstood or purposefully not understood, I guess, which does happen a lot online. I feel like if you're online at all, you see that does happen a lot. And it sucks. I think everyone's been misunderstood at some point in their life, but everything just seems more intense online for some reason until you literally close a laptop and you're like, oh, I can be done. Sometimes I think it's really easy to forget that because online is like such a big portion of my life, at least, because I do this online and I enjoy being online. But sometimes I have to remember, like, online is not the world, and not even the world is online. So why would it be something that dictates my world in that kind of way? It reminds me, I saw this just post on Instagram that was saying something about how it was like a joke of like, I block anyone on my phone that I don't want on my phone or on Instagram or TikTok or whatever the case is, because there's no way I'm going to be paying $100 a month for you to annoy me on the device that I pay for. Like, that's just not going to happen. And I think that I have to remember that, like a phone, it's like a tool that, you know, can be very educational and help you to connect with people across the world and see things that are happening. It can also be really fun, and you can watch things, and you can join live streams, you can do whatever. It can help you make friends and connect with family that's far away. But when it starts to like have a negative, like a net negative, I gotta like chill. I gotta like back up. And I think I'm already having these feelings because it is simply like clockwork, baby. It's the 28th. About a week from now, I'm gonna be like, guess who's here? And I think it's just kind of exacerbated because I'm on my third coffee of the day. And no, I shouldn't have done that. I had a little one this morning. I had one afterwards because I was like, you deserve it for being brave. And then I made this one. I made it too strong, and it was good at the first sip, but it's bad now. So, yes. Isn't it crazy how you can literally, I don't know, sometimes just, it does kind of blow my mind how anxiety will make me worry about things that if I were to have someone, like a friend telling me this, I'd be like, girl, I get it, but good Lord. And also it is that thing of why live in the future anxiety that you aren't guaranteed to have, and why think about the past regret that you cannot fix, and live in the now. Just chill in the now. Hang out here. What's going on right now? And what's going on right now is we're going to make pasta. And we're going to have bread. And I need to record my little library haul. So that's what's going on now. And then I think we're going to go read Finley. Because I need a hug of a book. And that is that for me. I think that this is a sign I need to really try to implement less screen time and more just kind of like being present here. So like I can have my little allotted time that I give myself, but I need to really focus on honestly getting back to walking. I mean, I've only not done it for the day because of this, but doing that, hanging out with my dog who is right here. He's hanging out. He's like, okay, can we finish? Can we get to filming? Because like I'm hungry. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. But just wanted to chat with you guys because honestly, this has become part of my like making myself. This is kind of grounding, to be honest, to talk it out and also to talk with people who get it. Because even though I'm not getting a right now response, that's actually kind of helpful because it forces me to actually not even solve the problem, but to do the steps that like I know I'm supposed to do that are in my toolbox, if you will. But also whenever we talk in the comments, it always feels great because it's like, yes, y'all get it. You get it. And if you don't get it, you're still like super kind about it and just like, dang, that sounds tough. And you know what? It is. It's all a mental game that I never signed up for. I have to be productive today, so we're doing another shot. I'm sure I won't regret this. am in the middle of filming my monthly reset, but I wanted to say hi to you guys. How are you doing? I'm trying to get on the level of some of these people I watch that film multiple vlogs at once, and it's just so seamless and perfect. And like, there's a little bit of Easter eggs, so you know when they filmed other ones. Like, if you watch them all, you can see that. I just feel like mine aren't there yet, but we'll get there. I just dropped the almost 3 hour long vlog. I'm incredibly anxious. Don't know. Happened when I dropped the 2 hour one too. But I feel much better than I did yesterday, which I think was to the help of like one of my best friends talking with me, and then also talking to y'all and hanging out, and then also getting off my phone. That was all helpful. But just had the lashes done, and now I'm gonna go do some errands and the whatnot. And then I really need to read. Like, I really need to read. I kind of want to edit this vlog today, though, and have, like, a mid-week edit session and watch through. That way, half of it's done, and then on Sundays, I only have to watch the latter half, but I always want to do that. Do I always do that? No. I may do it tomorrow, actually, because I'll be running around, and I'll probably go do, like, a productivity session in a coffee shop. So maybe that's when I'll do that instead of today. Today, maybe I'll just read. Maybe, hey, I'll let myself read. Maybe I'll just do what I'm supposed to be doing instead of finding other things to procrastinate that are equally productive but not technically the thing I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe that. Maybe that. I just, as you can see the spread, just filmed a little grocery haul. So if that is something that y'all like from vlogs when I've done them before, that will be in the reset. I think I might just have those be a reset thing, slash if it's a productive day and I have to go to the grocery store. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I enjoy going to the grocery store, but sometimes I will just order them because it's easier. But I don't like it more, and then also you pay more, and groceries are already, you know, whatever. So, yes, that is done. I need to arrange my flowers, so I'm going to do that. We might share the B-roll between the two, because I just love my flowers. So, I want to show them everywhere, because they're beautiful. And then we're going to try to do some reading, and I'm going to put this up, but this matcha is so good. Every time I don't have matcha for a while, I forget how much I love matcha. And then I have one, and I'm like, wow, I love matcha. Just hit my ear. Scoop. Picking up my Finlay book. Actually, let's grab my Kindle and my Ruthware as well. Let's just get them all. Let's get them all. Oh. Well, dang, they fell. Y'all gonna lay down for a second. Y'all lay right there so you don't get dizzy. How y'all feeling? Scoop. Hey. Let's look out there. Oh, there's some clouds. Oh, that's real nice. Where's my tortoise? Oh, there she is. She dug under the fence. Because of course she did. Here's this queen. You want to say hi? You want to say hello? No? Okay. Do you want to say hi? Oh, wow. That was the stretch of a lifetime. Literally just like every other stretch. But it matters. I am tired. And I'm feeling the come down tiredness of being anxious, you know what I mean? Ooh, love that. So, speaking of, I'm gonna go shower, have a little bit of a brain reset with that, and then I will come back out here and read and do that. That's it. Read, drink water, try to just vibe, not be anxious. Wouldn't that be a hell of a time? Yeah, it would. Yeah, it freaking would. Where's my water? Where's my water? I'm holding this so weird. But whatever. Here's my water. I think I'm gonna do... I guess I'll do my retinol routine tonight because... Hi, Jakey. Because I haven't done that this week, and I was trying to build up my stamina for it, but I just stopped doing it because it's work, y'all. Taking care of your skin is work, but we're gonna put it in right now. I need this set. Let's see if we can make this happen. Poosh. Alright. There we are. There we go. What an organized little section right there. This is the retinol that I've been using, and I am absolutely obsessed with this. It is so gentle on my skin, which is, you know, obviously good, but also it just smells good. Which is a random thing, but that is important to me with skincare. And then I actually feel like it has been helping at least smooth out my skin, and I really, really enjoy it. So to the person that recommended me this in the comments weeks ago, thank you so much. 6 episodes are out. I'm about to binge this, and then we will talk about it. Oh, hey. And then here's this little queen right next door. Oh, look at her. She's so cute. She's so cute. Hello guys. It is Thursday morning. We're about to head out in a little bit, and I'm gonna go do a productive day thing with a bestie. I'm excited. I'm probably gonna go try to find a nearby library because we'll be in a different city. But I made a cute to-go coffee. Every time I go to a coffee place, I love to reuse their coffee cups. I know, probably adding to the microplastics, but they're already there, so whatever. They're in me. We're a part of me. Get this coffee in me. I also have a bagel with cheese and egg, and it's so good. And then I have all my books, my laptop, whatever. I want to get a bunch of editing done. So today, basically what I'm saying is I'm probably not going to be updating too much, but we will get you the B-roll. And then I'll update with it the car and stuff. But my main goal is to get all editing caught up, because tomorrow Mel and I, sorry, the ice maker is ice making. Tomorrow Mel and I are doing a Patreon live show in which we are both going to be reading Butcher and Blackbird, and we're both going to try to read the whole thing on sprints, and I'm going to vlog that for that book club's reading vlog. I'm super excited about it. I think it's going to be a fun little time. It will be the last day of the month. So the other book that I really want to finish is one for the new releases vlog, the new Ruth Ware. And then, of course, if I happen to finish that, I have the Finlay Donovan book, which is for this. We can chit chat about that here. I need to edit the new releases vlog up to what I have, because I don't know how many books are in there. And I don't know how many I should do. Every time I've asked, y'all have generally landed around 4 to 5. And I feel like that's what I'm going to end up doing, because so far I think I have, let me consult Canva, because I made the thumbnail. You already know, I always make the thumbnail. I just can never tell. You tell me, what are you more likely to click on? A thumbnail that has the photo of the books in it, or one that doesn't? Because like that currently has the books in it, and that would also, so that's 3 thrillers and then 2 romances. And basically the theme of it, like that they all have in common, is like perfect books to read for summer, because it really is. They are like great. Well, I don't know about the 2 romances, we'll see, but those I have been requested to read, so we'll see about that. But yeah, that's it. That's all. I'm gonna go eat my food, and honestly I need to plan out the videos, because actually I think I wanted to also film, which I'm not gonna start filming it until this vlog has already like been up. So please feel free to comment down below if you have one. I asked it on Instagram, but I know not everybody's on Instagram. But I want to do a reading your 5-star reads, which actually would put those 2 romances in that video instead of the other one. But I feel like I'd rather do that, to be honest. So I'll just have to play around with that thumbnail and see. But y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. I'm gonna go. If you have a 5-star, comment it down below. Okay, so I just finished eating, and yeah, the Christmas thing is still up. Don't start with me. I wanted to come in here and chit chat, because God bless, this camera is so good at making things look better than they are. Like, it is not bright in here, but you wouldn't know it. Well, you do now, because I told you it. But, what did I come in here for, you may ask? And I would say, hell if I know. Sometimes when I go out, I don't wear makeup anymore. Mainly, I wear sunscreen, but I don't wear makeup, because I have noticed that all of this gets worse when I do. And I don't care enough about what it looks like to then make it worse and more painful for me. But, like, it doesn't look as bad. So, woo, isn't that great? No, it's not great. Pfft, not doing that. So, I got these, like, translucent. They're meant to be worn during the daytime, and, like, you can't see them, of those pimple patches. It's the white box with the blue. I'll try to link it down below if I remember. We'll see about that. Talking about medicine having side effects. Hey. What do I remember? Couldn't tell you, don't remember. So I have one here, and I have one here. And honestly, it helps to cover up the redness, which is what I mainly care about. But also more than that, just a little bit more, because I am a little vain with it. I don't want you to see my friends. It makes it, like, not get worse and, like, get any germies on it and stuff like that. So, recommend those. Next thing I was going to say. I read the comments on this vlog that I put up, and I'm telling y'all, I think I just am like, so when Jake is anxious, he like runs around and whines, and you know when a Chihuahua is anxious, they just like shake. That's me, the combo, put them together. Every time I have change entered into my life, it's great. I'm working on it. Actually, I've gotten a lot better, because I'll still do it, but it's more of a grin and bear it. Like, I'm like, okay, well, this is good for me. Remember that. Let's go. So, can that change be as little as a 3-hour vlog instead of a 2-hour? Yeah, apparently. What a wimp. But anyways, it's real, so it's a valid feeling, I guess. And that, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be the time they're like, too much. What was that noise, by the way? That didn't sound like, that sounded like a break that needs to be checked. But, yeah, I was freaking out. Then I read the comments, and y'all are all nice. I don't know why I'm surprised. I'm not surprised, because y'all are great, but catastrophizing? Ooh. I can't say the word, so whatever word I get out is the word. Someone in the shadows. When do you want to leave? So, anyways, yeah. Thank y'all for being y'all. as per freaking usual. And now I'm gonna go do all the little editing and whatnot. I also want to offer up. So what did I ask y'all? Oh, if you have 5-star reads. But then I also wanted to know if there's anything specific y'all want to see in vlogs. Because listen, I was never gonna organize underneath that coffee cabinet. I was never gonna organize underneath that sink. I would at one point, but maybe when I was like celebrating the 40th, you know? And because I did it for the vlog, it was more fun, therefore more motivating. So anything y'all want to see. I am thinking about going through all these and unhauling. Here's the problem. I just made this freaking jar. So a bunch of books are in here that I mean, all the books I own are in here. So, well, that I haven't read physically. So now I'm kind of like, I don't know if an unhaul would make the most sense, because then how am I going to get them out the jar? But I guess I could just, if I pick them out the jar, be like, no. Here's the other thing, though. I won't remember that I unhauled them, so I will be looking around at all 8 shelves in this house. And that will be a silly, goofy time. I guess I could just read it from the library instead, but then that kind of defeats the purpose, because I'm reading books that I own. Hello. Anyways, let me know what you think about that. I'm thinking maybe what I could do is start that series in June, and then from June to December, aim to do 1 reading vlog with 3 books every month, and then at the end of the year, kind of put it in a big, like, unhaul video of, like, did we keep him? Did we leave him? What do we think? Let me know. It's going to be the most basic of basics of just read it or unhaul it reading vlog. Like, that's just going to be the series. But I am excited about it. 2 people that do it, Stephanie Bookish, so cute. Hers is called Love It or List It, which I think is like an HGTV show, and I love that. And then Beth, who does the book Ultimatum. Bookish Ultimatum? Is ultimatum a word? I need to drink more coffee. I'm gonna go do that. And stop yapping. I got my doctorate in yapping. Look at this pretty lady. She just came up from under the ground, as you can literally see on her shell. She created a little dick for herself. Honestly, having a good little morning. Also, I want to show you the plants that I accidentally bought far too big. Am I sure what I'm going to do with them now? No. I actually have no idea what I'm going to do with them. And yeah, I'm a little worried. I think this one, this short one, definitely can go in there. But this long one, I don't know. I really don't know. Look at the boy. Jiggers. Do you feel the sprinkling? Please excuse my bass, but look how... Look. It looks like a bit of London. Which is great for the Ruth Ware that I'm reading. Sorry, did I go down under? Hello, so, oh my gosh, we have arrived. I have just dropped my partner off. It is pouring rain, and I am going to now head over to the library that's like 5 minutes-ish away, and hopefully this rain will pause again, so I can scurry inside and get everything set up. But we're going to do everything. We're going to set up the planner. We're going to set up the planner for next week too, because why not? We're going to try and get everything organized for content-wise and filming schedule, and then edit and then read. There's a lot happening. But I believe in us. Hello. I've just gotten out of my little productive date with my bestie, and it is 1:17, so unfortunately we have to go to Barnes, and I'm so sad about this. I'm so upset. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go update the monthly vlog because we're adding a book to the TBR, lads. We are. Can y'all see that? Like, look at right there. That. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I'm so excited. Okay, I want to get in here and get out real fast because I want Panera. This storm is blowing in, y'all. It is strong. But I have the goods. Okay, hey y'all. So I just went to Barnes, grabbed 2 books for 2 different videos. I'm very excited for both of them, actually. However, I need to go pick up Panera before this storm picks me up. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Not Waze clocking that I'd already been there. They're like, oh yeah, this place you go all the time? Oh, this place you go when you literally, like, I can hear you saying, no, we have groceries at home as you drive. Yeah, I know the address, girl. Yes, please include utensils. I don't have them stashed in the car. I know. That's the thunder rolling in. I didn't get to go to Sephora. I was thinking about it. I did. But okay, I'll get there in like 20 minutes. Can you guys actually not make it yet? Today at 7 a.m., Mama, it is 1:50. And I'm gonna get there at 2:05. So I'll put it at 2, so I'm not there too early. I don't want to seem like desperate, but I want them to know I mean business. You know what I mean? Me neither. Alright. Apple Pay. Slay. It's done. Apple Pay is dangerous. It feels like it's not money. But you know when I do feel it? The end of the month. So it is money. You guys be careful. There's a scam out there. Very legitimate company called Apple. Hate them. Hate them. Bye. Y'all, it is raining. I just know Annabeth is living her best life at home because it will be muddy in that enclosure and she is gonna be all in it. I just know it. Ooh. She's gonna be so happy. And then when I have to give her a bath, she's not gonna be happy. Oh my God, my window. Go up, fool. Yo. I hate when this gets wet. It's nothing, that doesn't matter, but I hate it, and I don't know where my dang microfiber towels. Microfiber? Are you joking? Okay. Okay. So, one of my favorite bookish lifestyle girlies dropped a vlog. Let me see if it will actually focus on her name. Actually, it's right there. You see that? You see that? You see that? Love her channel so much. Panera has been acquired. I got mac and cheese because that fits the day. you going, buddy? Okay. Good morning. Guten Morgen. How are you doing? Bit of an interesting afternoon yesterday, but we're all good now. I am getting set up for some Patreon reading sprints with Mel, and I'm plugging y'all in. Did you feel that? Plugged right into your back. And I'm going to eat breakfast really quick. Y'all saw. I got a bacon. Yup. Yup. And that's all I got for right now. I have to go, because I'm going to have to film my TBR portion, a little bit of a cleaning thing for the monthly reset, edit all of that, then I can get started on actually reading, so. Alto baby. Okay, so we have begun officially the reading sprints for the day. These are going to go on, I don't even know how long, but I have 2 goals. I want to finish, well, I'm starting and finishing Butcher and Blackbird, and I'd also like to finish One Perfect Couple. This candle is officially done. I thought it had a little more left in it. It does not. So I whipped out a Novel Wicks candle, and I'm going to light this one up. It smells so good. This is one of my work scents that I really like. It is Neverland, which is sea salt blossom. It's just a pretty little combo. So I'm going to put this one on to burn and read my books, and I will probably be with you guys later in the evening to chat, because I have got to get so much reading and editing done. It's not even funny. Hello guys. So we just had lunch and we grabbed it from Salad & Go. It's a chain, so you may have one near you. They have blueberry basil lemonade, and it is so good. It is like my go-to thing for springtime, and it's like $1 something, I think, to get a pretty good size one. So when I can't get a midday matcha, that's the go-to. But I am over halfway through my little bookie book. This is our second sprint, so I am thinking 1.5 more. Just wanted to vaguely update that, and then filming that vlog as well. And then I'm really hoping that I can get to and finish One Perfect Couple by Ruth Ware for the new releases vlog, because after that I have 1 more, and then I should be able to, in theory, get out the new releases vlog in June, which I think would be good. And then I'll finish up my Booktubers Control the TBR, and then the 5-star reads, y'all's 5-star reads is what I'm going to read vlog. And I have already owned all the books for that. So it's like, that one might come out in July though. We will see. We will see, because I'm kind of doing like a no social media experiment, I think, in June, just to track how different my reading amount is. So we will see. If I do that successfully, honestly, I should be able to finish all my TBR and then some. I just have to focus. Imagine being able to focus. I'm gonna go do that now and read my book. Yes, I am. Okay, we just finished, but I want y'all to see. Do you see how long we went for? 10 hours and 43 minutes. Oh my god. So yes, we did do that. Just logged off. I'm shutting everything down now, actually. Let me log out. I'm trying to remember to like set or shut down everything properly. I'm not ever gonna connect to X. Please don't ever bring that up to me again. Thank you. Anyways, click. Okay, so I did finish Butcher and Blackbird. I finished it in 2.5 hours, and I also finished filming that vlog. So I actually have my monthly reset and that vlog to now watch back tomorrow after the baby shower and all the things that we are doing with our family. But yeah, I won't say what I thought about. We'll wait until the wrap up. But I will say that I put the next one on hold at the library. I sure did. Aside from that though, I'm tired. Like, I'm really tired. But I do have to continue reading this book. I really wanted to finish it. If I finish this tomorrow, I'm probably still going to count it as a May book. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I want to put in that wrap up. But I feel like that's also a little silly to do that, because I only want to do that so that I can have the picture in my thumbnail for my June wrap up. But this is like on hold by everybody and their mother and their godmother and their grandmother at the library. So I don't know if I'd be able to get this one. Listen, I don't know how to make that make sense if it doesn't make sense. I just want it in my little picture, okay? It just makes my heart a little happier. Oh god, 2 requests came in at the library. As soon as I said that I wasn't going to keep putting in requests. I didn't put them in after I said that, though. I don't know when I put them in, but I did. Ruth Ware's book is due back on the 18th. Ow. And there's 18 holds. Wow, okay. Hey, I did 2 things. One of them I shouldn't have done. The other one I should have not done. I participated in Tatcha's Friends and Family Sale because that moisturizer has genuinely like fixed a lot of things on my face. And I wanted to try their vitamin C serum because I now have a nighttime skincare routine down. I really want to get a morning one done because I now have more time in the mornings, and I think that it would be beneficial to me to do both. Obviously, that's what the people say to do, so maybe I'll listen to them. These experts. But the other thing, so I got a filling, right? This side of the mouth, we talked about it. And sometimes, apparently, there can be, is it composite? I don't know. Watch me be a dentist by the end of this lifetime because I'm always in that chair. Whatever the stuff that they use, they put a little, like, thing in my mouth. I was high. But they put a little thing in my mouth and they're like, beep! And I think it was to dry it or something. Or maybe I'm a radioactive spider now. I don't really know. But whatever, that happened. And something just chipped off. That's all I'm here to tell you is something just chipped off. And my partner was all in here looking at it. Didn't see any problems. The last time that my filling did fall out, it was easily spotted that was like where it was. So what I'm basically trying to say is I'm very freaky about my teeth. Because I read one time that if your teeth aren't doing well, you could die. So I'm laughing because I'm not joking. It's really stuck with me. You know when you read something and it sticks with you on like a cellular level, but you know it's like my fear of bees. They don't care. Wasps? Hornets? Don't get me started. But bees don't care. But I hear zzz, I'm bobbing and weaving and running. I'm down the street. You hear a buzz, you turn around, hey Liv, I'm all the way down there. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's because my brother was at the park one time and a wasp went down his back and just went to town, like in his shirt. That's terrifying. Absolutely hate that. He also fell onto a red anthill, and that wasn't fun for him either. A lot happened. Did I have any bug things like that? I don't know. maybe just the scarring of watching it happen. It's like, whoa. Whoa. And so it's just my cells remember the buzzing and anything to do with my teeth. Let's be fearful. In my head, I'm not joking when I say my fear of bees and my teeth needing work, and I don't know it, are about on the same level. However, it's much more realistic to take care of bees. Let's talk about dental insurance. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to talk about that because it's just going to piss me off. We're going to go to bed with my book, and I'll see y'all bright and early in the morning for a little drive. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Have a good night. Okay. What's going on in here? I hate walking into like a hallway or a room where I can't see everything right on sight. Immediately spotted. Top of the morning to you. I am ready, and we are gonna go to my stepsister's baby shower. And it is a bit of a drive for us, so we are leaving earlier, but we, and by we I mean I, have an agenda to push, and I put in our favorite coffee shop's address on the way there, because I want a matcha. And I feel like the matcha girls can understand, it is hard to find a good matcha place. Like, it is, they're not all created equal, okay? That is not what it is. They all like have a different technique, have different matcha they use, aka like some of it's good and some of it's god awful. But yesterday, I think reading all of Butcher and Blackbird and then filming, editing, all that jazz, just about dang near took it out of me. So I did not do any more reading last night. I did not watch back those videos because they're not even going live until, well, the monthly one's going live tonight for Patreon, but I would have liked to have gotten it up earlier, which now, like this coming week, I got so excited because the first week out, I was like, oh my god, I have so many doctor's appointments, I have so many things to catch up on, I need to go here, like it was all the things that I booked while I could not book it because I was obviously at school all day, every day. But now, this coming week is the first week that I don't have like the week jam-packed. And I'm so excited. I almost don't even know what to do with myself. But I did decide, after talking to one of my best friends, who is also getting ready to be a vlog girly. I'm just saying, it's very exciting, and I will definitely tell you all the details when it happens. She's probably sitting here watching it like, but I am. I'm excited. But I decided I'm going to do the no Instagram of June. I meant of the month, but of June challenge thingy. And I'm just going to see how much I can read. I don't really know the format of the vlog. That's going to be what I have to decide. I think there's going to be a little bit of an intro thingy. And then I think I might just check in every single day, but not always verbally. Like, some of it will be through B-roll and just like popping up on the screen like day 5 red pages, day 6 red pages, and just whatever like that. My goal is not necessarily to make myself read more just because I have more free time in not reading, because then I think it'll make me not love that, but it is to just kind of see what I do if I'm not scrolling all the time. Because, to be honest, I think I already know it's going to be 2 things. Watch tennis and read. And I typically do those hand in hand. But this Monday, I think what I want to do is go get a big old coffee and then go to the library and sit in a little silent room and edit my little weekly vlog, this vlog, and just hang out and celebrate the fact that I can do this again. Because, good God, I did not know how much I would miss that, and I missed it, like, a crazy amount. I really did. But for now, let me go plug y'all in, so I can take y'all out with me. That'll be so fun. It must have stormed last night, which is, like, not shocking, because there was a ton of thunder and lightning and, like, tornado sirens in my dreams. What the heck? But did I wake up? No. No, I didn't. So what was the point of that? Hello, y'all. Just got home from the baby shower and I walk outside to put a little bit of a plant, it's the whole plant, into the freaking enclosure for Annabeth. And guess what I see? Not a fire ant, a mound. So, Jake, don't run over there. We are gonna go over there and we're going to put a bunch of killer on it and then put this bowl on top of it so that it sticks with them and they die. Now, where did it go? That's the thing. And here's the other thing. I'm wearing my partner's shoes. I just grabbed their outdoor shoes, and if I have to run, this could pose an issue, but we'll just try not to run. They don't fly. Well, these ones don't. I know some do. Oh, dang, there's 2. Ew. Objectively, that was too much. Oh well. Like, this is what's happened. Now they're just running around that. I don't know. Just gonna keep doing that, and then tomorrow morning I'll come out and dig it up out of the dirt, throw it away. I hate these suckers. I really do. They just piss me off. Look at y'all. Ugly as hell out here on my lawn. What have I turned into? Anyways, so this is the plant that I put in here. But look at who's hiding. This is exactly where I thought she would put her little corner. Isn't she the cutest little bean? Look at her. I swear she's gonna always try and climb up a wall. Always. If there is a wall, she's climbing it. Why? I don't know. You got a lot of dirt on your face, little lady. What's that about? Alright, so whenever I put out poison, I gotta make sure, first of all, Jake doesn't get to it, and that, what's it called? Like, they actually start to pick up the poison and take it back, because the stuff that I get, it says it's specifically for fire ants. I'm gonna be so honest with you, I couldn't tell you a difference. I'm just gonna believe him, because I am not the expert, but, I put it on there, and then I don't need to be bringing this in here, actually. The heck. But I put it in there, and I haven't done this before, but I put the lid, or the bowl, on top of it. It's a bowl we don't use, obviously, so that's gone for now, forever. And I sprinkle it with the stuff, put the bowl on top, and they weren't coming out. Alright, they were not there to gather. So I went to the tortoise form, and I looked, and I asked a while ago, and I went back to the form to make sure of what to do, and they said to find the mound if you can. A lot of the time we have a mound come from the out. What am I talking about? Whenever I'm talking about this stuff, first of all, it's never going to change. Never going to stop. Love it. But when I will talk about this stuff, all I can picture in my head is the comment saying like, oh, I thought I was here for book stuff, but instead I got tortoises and fire ant chats, and honestly, I'm staying around for that. Hey, welcome. That's all I have, is whatever's on the mind. And right now, it is the ongoing battles with these fire ants, which is just a Texas thing. Where we're looking at moving at any point in our life, I am like, one of the things is, are there fire ants? But since I've only ever grown up knowing them, I guess I will be fine. But I would love to know a world without them. I can't lie to you. Mainly because of Annabeth being outside. That's really the only factor. And also, putting the bowl over it makes sure Jake doesn't. Because y'all have seen it in the footage, he just flops himself down on the ground and rolls around like he does not have a care in the world. And I love that. But I need him to care a little. Just a little bit. And you can hear Ginger chowing down over there, which is great. Guys, okay, so we adjusted her feeding schedule where it's basically, so she has the small cans, they're like 3 ounces, I don't know, but just like for one cat kind of can, you're supposed to, like an adult youngin', you would give like the full can for a meal, I guess. If there is like half a can or more, she just thinks that she shouldn't eat it all now, so she just doesn't, she leaves it. And then it gets gross, obviously. We don't want to leave it out super long all day because it gets gross. Other than that, I know some people are against doing that, but I mean, she's going to be 20, so that's fine. She can do whatever she wants, and she's aware. But we give her like a quarter of it, and I joke, I'm like, it creates like this, like a FOMO, like how we feel about special editions of books. It creates that of wet food. Because she knows she'll always have dry food if she wants it, but she never wants it, which is fair, that's fine. But she does love this wet food. And so we do that, we put water in it, and now she's eating like 2 cans a day, if not a little more, which is better. And we told the vet, and she was like, listen, at this point, at this age, truly. She has her little vet appointment this week for her Silencia shot, so that is good. But I wanted to show y'all, let me wash my poison off real quick. Even though I'm just about to, I already washed it, actually. As soon as I put the soap on my hands, I was like, you just did this. Whatever. I'm doing it again, because I don't want it. But I want to show y'all the new Stanley in my life. Imagine if I just had a lot of friends named Stanley. That'd be funny. I'm using a tripod Stanley right now. Matter of fact. Yeah, these are Valentine's Day. Don't say a damn thing. I found a ruggable that I want to get for my office. One for the front porch, and then one for right here. Who was going to tell me ruggable's like freaking expensive as hell? This is the problem though. I'm going to buy one and be like, oh, I want them all. So anyways, speaking of, I got the matcha Stanley. This looks like, first of all, my matcha came out this color, we'd have a problem. The color that it's showing up on here is fine. The color in real life is way too light for an actual matcha that I would want to drink, but it's so cute. Like, this is so perfect and cute, and the size is perfect because I really wanted one that would be perfect for midday coffee, matcha, whatever. And that it is. So, I gotta wash it, though. Oh, not the ice turning on. It was like, if you wash it, you can use it. So, I guess I'll wash it. God, I gotta do the dishes again. Who's gonna invent the thing that makes dishes stop being around? So, who's coming up with that? Because I'm tired. I feel like dishes are my thing, laundry is my partner's thing. And let's talk about the two things that never end. It's actually both of those things. Okay, I'm gonna finish washing this, and then I have to go, whoa, don't interrupt me. I have to finish washing this, and then I'm gonna go edit, and get all that done. So, we'll go check on the fire ants later. Hello, oh, the bean. Okay, so I'm about to make a little decaf coffee situation. Yes, stay right there. Don't move. When I make my move, not me, not Hermione, you. You'll be happy to know that my little Stanley is dry, ready for sip sip. I always want to turn this a very specific way, and I never can do it. You see how it's just a little off? Exactly, Ginger. I will. In fact, chill out. I'm gonna make a decaf espresso shot, just one, and do the cold foam that I've been doing. And by been doing, I mean I did one time. But it's really good. It's really good. I do recommend with the two, with the vegans. I'll get it. What? No way. And then what did you say? And what did she say? Oh, well that's just rude. Okay, so it's this heavy whipping cream alternative for the vegans. And then non-dairy oat creamer. Which, why are we calling this not vegan? Or why are we not saying vegan then? Oh my gosh, if I start using this, I have to use it within 7 days. That's pressure! This says it's dairy-free, lactose-free, vegan, gluten-free. So why does it say non-dairy? It doesn't matter. Hey, news just in. It literally doesn't matter. I'm not a marketing person. I don't care. Let's make it. I'm being harassed. I'm being stalked. She's found where I live. Oh, she missed y'all. She wants to say hi. How y'all doing? If Ginger was a cult leader, which she is trying to be, she would absolutely have merch of just her face. Is that an Easter egg? I don't know. Here's what I'm using. Okay, I do this in a taller thing because I have fear of when I almost said frisk it. That's not what I'm doing. But when I froth it, it will get a little too much going on. But we're gonna mix in this oat creamer, which I've tried this before. This creamer is really good, honestly, for like regular lattes. Oh my god, it's so good, I always forget. But then it honestly kind of tastes like a shaken espresso a little bit. Like a shaken espresso's cousin, how about? You can see the relation, but It's not like clear as day. Yep, that feels like a lot. That's okay. So then we're gonna take this and get some oils. It's a lot of ice for that little guy, but I love ice. And then just pour this on top. That was a lot. Soleil, how cute is she? I need to get smaller glasses. That'd be cute for this. But that's like perfect. Wow. This is what I will call like a dessert coffee. I want the taste of coffee and I want like something a little sweet, but I don't want to eat like a whole dessert every time because it makes me feel like bleh. So this is what I do instead. And it's so good. I don't think I needed all of that. I think I could do a little less. So we'll try a little less next time. But this is so good. I love cold foam so much. This ratio is kind of crazy though. It is time to use the baby Stanley. Happy Sunday. How are you guys doing? It is 9:18. I have been up for 3 hours now. I have got to tell y'all, I love naturally waking up early. I don't love waking up with an alarm. I think it's the thing of like, I have to do it, so I immediately don't want to do it. Couldn't tell you. But I am spending my morning reading the new Ruth Ware. I've come to the understanding that I was not going to finish this last month, which is totally fine. I didn't want to like force through it, to be honest, but I am going to go update the little new releases vlog with this, and then I will also be starting on the Instagram challenge thing. So basically what I've decided is it's just going to be a month-long reading vlog challenge, essentially, and I am excited about that. I think that that's fun, and I'm excited to see how much I can get done, because I think it'll be a good amount. I think I'm having like sounds so serious, but it's very unserious, an Instagram Reels, like just little mindless scroll through break withdrawal, because when I do the Pomodoro timer thing method, which if you don't know, like you read for 30 minutes or do something for 30 minutes and then have a break for like 5 minutes. Usually my break would be scrolling a little bit, then going back, But honestly, I kind of like that I did not wake up immediately and go on my phone to like tap into the rest of the universe right away. I waited till after I had a shot of espresso. But it wasn't Instagram universe, it was just like the front page of Google. Which is fine. Still keeps me a little connected, but mainly after that I was like, okay, well, now that that's been foraged and gathered, I guess it's time to go to reading, and that's what I've been doing. And it's been a great little time. I broke out the Stanley also. It's so cute. It's the perfect size for an iced coffee. I do, however, think that God has set me up for failure a little bit, and not really, like failure of reading, not failure actually, but it's a nap day. It is. Whoa, I hate these little gnats. Every time one leaves, another enters. I was gonna say it's like a hydra, but it's not, because it's never more than like one or two. But as soon as Ginger is on the hunt, on the prowl, and she takes him out, another one appears. What is that about? We don't even have anything. It's literally when I open the back door, I don't have a chance. There's no chance. But yeah, this morning I woke up, I did a little bit of gardening outside, which was like, so I also did some grounding, because am I that person that wears outdoor shoes like on the porch, but then as soon as I hit the grass, I take them off, and then I put them back on to come inside the house? Yes. I can't explain that to you. I just love it. I just do. I really do, except for the fire ant thing, because I had to watch out a little bit, but it looks like everything's going according to plan there. So I know the high update y'all are waiting for, you've now got it, so you can click off the video. I mean, that was what we were here for, I know. But it's definitely going to be a reading heavy, chill day. I am probably going to do some cleaning. Oh, I need to like put my video live. I always forget to do that. I always want to schedule it, but then I really don't, because I want to reply to like the first wave of comments, but then I inevitably get distracted, because that's just how this is working. Anyways, I'm gonna go, and I will see you guys a little later. This is one of my favorite protein smoothies that Trader Joe's has. It's chai tea, almond, coconut cream, and a spice blend. And I think it's non-dairy, it's vegan. I don't know about gluten-free for my gluten-sensitive girls, but there is, like, obviously caffeine in here, though, because, the whole chai, black tea. But, yeah, if you're looking for one and you got a Trader Joe's near you, I highly recommend. Also, can we talk about how beautiful these flowers have bloomed? Like, they look so good. He looks so happy and joyous. I just freaking love flowers. Now, this kind, I don't touch because they fall very easily and they make me a little nervous. This one, she's also falling a little bit, making me nervous. But these look so pretty, and they look so spring and summery. I love the aesthetics of summer, but I don't leave my house. So this is as summery as I get. And I sit here and talk about summer as I'm literally in a sweat set. But I do have the sweat shorts that match this, so that's my summer attire. But I'm gonna go drink this and keep reading. Which one do I want to do? Not now. Hello guys, I am having just showered and I did my skincare early. I decided not to do retinol tonight to give my face a little bit of a break from that. It doesn't actually cause my face to react in any kind of intense way, but I just want to make sure that I don't dry my face out as I am trying to get it used to using those products. And yeah, I am about to make a midday matcha. I love that term. And I think I'm gonna do a midday matcha with the brown sugar cold foam, because that just sounds right. That just sounds right for me. And I actually need to wash my little cuppy cup. Am I gonna do the dishes right now? No. Don't want to. But I am gonna wash my cuppy cup. So let's wash the cuppy cup. Oh, this is the cuppy cup. Because I'm reading thrillers, so it makes sense. What's the poor Jake is doing over there? Ooh. Shite. No way, Ginger. No way, no how. No way, no how. I can't believe it. Why does my voice sound like that? Clean as a whistle. Built like a thistle. What does that mean? I don't know. It's clean. Oh. Spicy. Spicy around here. Alright. I screenshotted a comment from a different person's vlog that I watched. You know what? Kind of a cute vibe to just use these. I'm just gonna do that. Yep. 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 So, the HelloFresh is here, and I figured, well, this is like sort of a grocery haul, because, I don't know. Here's my thing with vlogs. If anyone ever is like, should I include, are you interested? Yes. The answer is yes. Why? Not necessarily because I've ever thought like, ooh, you know what I want to know? What's in their pantry? It's because I'm nosy. That's why I watch vlogs. If anyone does it for a different reason, other than, well, I also watch it because it's like kind of, it's almost like having a comfort show, I guess, but it's also because I'm incredibly nosy. Like, I want to know everything. I want to know which way you start your Target trips. Like, let's get into it. But we got 4 little meals. We got vegan spice market chickpea and rice bowls. Then we got mushroom ravioli and tomato cream sauce. 1 pot Mexicali black bean soup, which just sounds good. And then 1 pan smashed black bean tacos. So, woo woo woo. Woo woo. I don't know. Sometimes when there's pasta, I will add on their bread because I love that. But also, when there's pasta, I have to always remember to actually get the pasta out. Because for some reason, I just assume it will be in these little bags. And it never is. Never. Never. Oh, I did get an extra thing. I got one of their breakfast things. Oh, I did get the bread. The bread is so good, y'all. But I got an apple ricotta hot honey toast, which is for like a stay-at-home brunch moment. I'm sure. Okay, that is it. That is all from the HelloFresh. So I'll put organizers in there. Fridge now. Me and that cutting board should have a date. But when I tell y'all, just look over here. I don't want to do that. I'm watching my favorite, like, scary movie reaction / scary game streamers. The Horror Bandwagon. Love them. Favorite. And I'm watching them play through Resident Evil 4. I will never play... pretty much, I don't like video games. But I love to watch people play video games because I like the commentary. And there are a couple. One of them, he plays the game. And the other one, he'll go through the comment section and stuff. And then they'll switch depending on the game. Sometimes they react to like scary short movies, scary short stories, all kind of thing. It's just like, it feels like October on their channel all year round. And so I'm burning a horror candle from Novel Wicks and listening to them and reading my thrillers. And I'm having a great time. Like, it is fall in my mind. And this weekly vlog's thumbnail will reflect that. Because I'm ready. I'm ready for fall. Our living room got so dark within 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. Oh. It's literally beautiful. Oh my gosh, I did not know we were getting such a storm. Oh wow. It's really cooled down too. You can just hear the constant thunder. Y'all, that just about took me out. I thought that was a hook. I was like, oh, that's a tornado. And I'm not gonna lie, that train worried me for a moment. We're gonna be alright though. That's beautiful. I need to go get my phone so I can take a picture. It's so pretty. Okay, I had to switch to my phone camera, but look at, you can tell it got so dark because the little elephant light came on. Annabeth is inside because I don't know how bad this is gonna get. Like, this does not even show how dark it is. Okay, there you go. This shows how dark it is. Look at that. And yeah, it's raining on me. But you only live once. And while this may be cutting my once short, that's alright. Can y'all guess that I'm excited to go see Twister? Because I am. What you think, Jake? What do you think? I'm going inside? Okay, come on. Hi. Is your brother freaking out about this thunder? Yes. Is he being a bit dramatic? Jacob. It is okay. Now I'm gonna use the microwave before the power goes out. You're gonna be fine. It's okay. It's okay. Go lay down. You're okay, buddy. Y'all, the freaking power just went out. I have got to heat up my fried rice. Not this. Jake, the first thing that made noise was this thing, which is his sworn enemy, the shark. And he ran over there when he heard the noise to make sure it wasn't. He was like, what do you think you're doing? But y'all, it's raining pretty bad. And here's the thing. I love a storm, I don't necessarily love a tornado. And I don't know. I don't normally get scared. I think it may be because I'm home alone. Although, I don't know. But we're going to say that because the reality of it being a tornado is a little too much for me. Mainly because the sky does look a little bad now. So I went out there and I was showing y'all everything. But I didn't like that the wind started to settle a little too much. If you know what I mean? I didn't love that. Now, it don't look green or anything like that, but it got a little chill, and then it got a little really unchill. Which is kind of, you know. What do you mean? Okay, yeah, what the fuck? That's just kind of a storm in general. Let's go check on the tortoise. She's awake, but she doesn't give a shit. Let's look out the front. Okay. Damn. That was giving Hamilton. When you hear the British cannons go boom. Did y'all see the way I turned that microwave like it was personally about to attack me? That was kind of funny. I think I'm just gonna keep recording because there's just a lot occurring. I will say this is one of the fastest moving cloud. Like, it is looking like just, it's built like a wall. Like, let me show you. First of all, it knocked down my birdhouse. God, that's gonna be a loud thunder probably. And Jake is right behind me. But you see that? I think it's gonna dump on us. Just killed a mosquito. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I think it's gonna dump on us and then I think it's gonna leave. Jake, what do you think? He said, it's the end. It's the end. Look at this. Literally, baby, it is okay. He's like, can you finish heating up your food so we can go lay down, please? I am scared. What are you thinking, little lady? She's like, I don't know. Like, I don't like that I can't see my food in the dark. But, oh, that's brighter than the gates of heaven. I am I'm catching up on Miss Kenya's Patreon podcast kind of things. I love them. Right now I'm hearing about, like, trad wives. That took me an embarrassing amount of time to understand what that term meant. Wow, that's really loud. That's a lot of rain. Okay. He is running around. Go up there. It's okay. It's okay. All your friends are here. I'm here. Okay, don't care. He's like, get in the closet. There's a tornado. Look at me really. Oh, Jake. Baby. It is okay. It is okay. It's okay. It's just rain. Okay. It's a minute later and things have gotten objectively worse. The sky doesn't look as bad because it's all one really dark. Because it's all one really dark color. Jake is genuinely attached at my hip. This one does not care. She's like right back, hanging out on her chair. This one, on the other hand, Jakey, it's okay. Let me just get my food.
5 minutes later.
It is hailing. Everything's gotten worse. I'm glad that I brought Annabeth then, though. That was a good move. Jake is hanging out. He said I'm not allowed to leave this room, so we're not going to unless the sirens go off, and then, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh my god. Let me show you how much rain is coming down. Like, the gutters are guttering. What does that mean? I don't know. Y'all like this vlog style? Look at that. You can see the hail bouncing too. That's so much water. Oh my. Oh dear me. I've only seen a few pieces of hail though, and they were all like, maybe dime. I don't know.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future